Kariuki, KTN News.
So now the heightened political activities by former President Uhuru Kenyatta are clearest indications that he's back in active politics despite retiring from office more than 15 months ago. On Monday, Uhuru met Jubilee politicians from Kiambu County in a meeting that was also attended by opposition leader Raila Odinga. Last week, Uhuru also held back meetings with the top envoys from Britain, the United States and China respectively at his office in Nairobi. Just what is the retired president really up to? And why now? Our political affairs reporter David Mudhoka seeks the answers in the following report.
Tumshangilie Mheshimiwa Rais kwa makofi anapopokea kitara hichi.
15 months ago, former President Uhuru Kenyatta handed over power to his successor William Ruto, having completed his constitutional 2 terms in power. Immediately after stepping away, Uhuru led a quiet private life, keeping a largely low profile, perhaps in the footsteps of his predecessors, the late Mwai Kibaki and the late Daniel Moi. However, in recent days, the 62-year-old seems to be abandoning life in retirement and returning to active politics if meetings he has held or attended are anything to go by. On Monday evening, Uhuru met a section of Jubilee leaders from Kiambu County together with opposition leader Raila Odinga. Earlier that day, the retired president met China ambassador to Kenya Zhu Pingjian in what was his 3rd meeting with top envoys in recent days. On 8th December, Uhuru met US ambassador to Kenya Meg Whitman just 2 days after meeting the British High Commissioner to Kenya, Neil Wigan, at his office in Nairobi. A few weeks before the meeting, Uhuru attended a Sunday service at Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka's Kitui backyard. The event had strong political undertones, considering some opposition leaders are grooming Kalonzo to inherit the opposition mantle from Raila and rival President Ruto in the slowly building 2027 presidential contest.
Mimi ni mwana Azimio na hapo mimi niko, mimi sio mtapeli wa kuruka huku na kuruka huku, sijui ati leo iko hivi, leo iko hivi. Mimi nikitoa msimamo wangu, bila kana msimamo wangu.
A few months before the Mwingi meeting, Uhuru revealed that he nearly left the political arena completely, including relinquishing his leadership roles at Jubilee and Azimio parties, but changed his mind just several months after leaving State House.
Siasa mimi nilikuwa nataka nilegee, lakini wengine wameamua ya kwamba kazi itakuwa ya vitisho na kulazimisha. Siku ya leo nimewaambia tafuteni mwingine, sio Uhuru wa Kenyatta.
Uhuru is now not just being seen in public, but also across social media, especially on the X platform, formerly Twitter, where his footprints are more visible. The former president returned to X in November last year, 4 years after shutting down his account, despite being the most followed African head of state at the time, with 3.6 million followers.
Kusema kwamba Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta astaafu na asahau mambo ya siasa, na mimi am older than him. What are you telling me?
Uhuru now seems to be following the footsteps of some former US presidents, such as the country's 44th President Barack Obama, who has remained in Democrat politics despite leaving the White House in 2017. The above turn to active politics means that Uhuru could henceforth start to play a visible role in opposition politics and ultimately lead a charm offensive for whoever will be President Ruto's competitor in the 2027 presidential contest. David Mudhoka, KTN News, Nairobi.
Now, Interior CS Professor